Is Xi Jinping trying to sway France away from India? And if so, who will France choose? In an era where alliances shift rapidly, China's activities under Xi Jinping have garnered global attention. Particularly intriguing was Xi's tour in Europe, with a notable stop in France that has sparked discussions in international circles. During his visit, rather than just enjoying cultural pursuits, Xi was actively China's agenda, emphasizing a multipolar world. The interactions were more than formalities, they were strategic moves to embed China deeper into Europe amidst its tensions with the United States. Europe, with France as a focal point, is seen as a crucial player in this intricate game of global diplomacy. With China pushing its Belt and Road initiatives, the temptation for economic partnerships is strong, transcending mere trade to encompass broader geopolitical influences. As the geopolitical landscape evolves, so does the complexity of international relations. But what does this mean for India? During his tour, Xi Jinping painted a picture of partnership and prosperity. In France, conversations between Xi and President Macron touched upon a mix of opportunity and caution. The Chinese leader promoted the Belt and Road Initiative, a global development strategy involving infrastructure development and investments in nearly 70 countries. Xi's vision was clear: to weave France more tightly into the fabric of China's expansive economic tapestry. However, the discussions were not without their tensions. President Macron raised significant concerns regarding trade imbalances that favor China, and he didn't shy away from addressing the elephant in the room, the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. While Xi offered few concessions, his dialogue was steeped in the language of cooperation and mutual benefit. France, on its part, remains wary. The nation is keenly aware of the need to balance economic opportunities with geopolitical realities, especially in a region fraught with tension. With these grand promises, Xi aims not just to invest, but to influence. But where does France stand amidst these overtures? France finds itself at a geopolitical crossroads, skillfully navigating the complex currents of international relations. With a rich history as a global influencer, France is keenly aware of the strategic benefits of maintaining amicable relations with both China and India. These two nations are not just regional powers, but global behemoths whose economic and political actions reverberate worldwide. On one hand, France's relationship with China is marked by a robust trading partnership. China is one of France's largest trading partners in Asia, a relationship underpinned by substantial Chinese investments in various French sectors and mutual interests in areas like renewable energy and aerospace. On the other hand, France's ties with India have a different texture, characterized by shared democratic values and strong cooperation in defense and technology. The partnership is further cemented by mutual concerns over regional security and the commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific region. This nuanced approach allows France to not only foster strong economic ties, but also to play a significant diplomatic role on the global stage. In dealing with China and India, France does not merely react to the dynamics of power, but actively engages with both to serve its own national interests and broader goals of international stability and development. France treads a fine line, seeking to harness benefits from both the Eastern giants. Meanwhile, India watches warily. As China steps up its diplomatic game in Europe, India's strategic antennae are quivering. The subcontinent is keenly aware of the need to maintain and even enhance its own relations with key European nations, especially France. The burgeoning closeness between China and France, highlighted by recent high-profile meetings and mutual overtures, has prompted a swift and calculated response from New Delhi. India has been actively engaging with France, not just in areas of defense and technology but also in climate change, sustainable development, and regional security. This multidimensional partnership aims to cement India's position as a crucial ally to France, countering Chinese influence without overt confrontation. Moreover, India's diplomatic outreach isn't limited to France. It is diligently working to strengthen ties with other European countries, ensuring it remains a significant player in the continental balance of power. This proactive stance is part of a broader strategy. India is leveraging its growing economic might, technological advancements, and shared democratic values to present itself as a stable and reliable partner. By doing so, it not only counters China's influence but also positions itself as a leader among developing nations, advocating for a more balanced and multipolar world order. India is not merely a spectator, it's an active player shaping the narrative. This isn't just about three countries, it's about the shape of global power dynamics. In the intricate dance of international politics, the United States plays a pivotal role. As France, India, and China navigate their complex relationships, the US remains a significant influence, particularly through its geopolitical strategies and economic policies. The US has maintained a tough stance on China, mirroring concerns similar to India's about trade imbalances and security issues. Furthermore, global trade routes and economic corridors such as China's Belt and Road Initiative could see shifts depending on France's alliances. Should France lean towards China, the repercussions for international trade, especially concerning the routes that intersect with Indian interests, could be substantial. Security is another critical aspect. The stability of international waters, cybersecurity concerns, and regional peace are all influenced by the dynamics within the France-India-China triangle. A shift could recalibrate security priorities not only for these nations but also for their neighbors and allies. In essence, the geopolitical maneuvers of France, India, and China are not isolated chess moves. They are part of a broader strategy affecting global diplomatic alliances and the future architectural framework of international relations. Every move on this chessboard affects the balance of international relations. As we've explored, the dance of diplomacy is intricate and consequential. Throughout this discussion, we've delved into the complex interplay between China, France, and India. Xi Jinping's recent European tour, especially his stops in France, showcases China's intent to widen its influence in Europe. This is juxtaposed against India's growing concerns over losing a strategic partner in France, as both nations have historically shared robust trade and diplomatic relations. The importance of these diplomatic relationships cannot be overstated. Each move on this geopolitical chessboard not only defines the bilateral ties between these countries, but also sends ripples across the global stage, influencing economic policies, security agreements, and international alliances. France, positioned uniquely with its ties to both Eastern and Western powers, faces decisions that could recalibrate its international standing. As we reflect on these developments, it becomes clear that the choices made by countries like France are not merely bilateral in nature, but are pivotal to the shaping of the international order. In the grand game of geopolitics, the choices of nations like France not only shape their own destiny, but also the global landscape. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more insightful analyses and updates. Until next time, stay informed and engaged with the global chessboard of geopolitics.